It's a festival for many of us. It happens once in 4 years, and that's why Aditya is a very temporal football fan during this time period. So yes, Aditya, let's start with you first. What is your take on the third place match, France versus England? What do you think is going to happen?
So I think it's going to be a pretty close match. Both the teams up till the semis they've dominated in the group stages. So I think that both the teams really have it for each other. I also find it funny that two white countries are completely dependent on black players to get them the win. So, with France, it's Mbappe and Dembele, and with England, it's Jude Bellingham. But I mean, jokes aside, I think England might have the edge here, as was told by Karthik Ajay to me. So I'll stick to his opinion because I trust him with football. Uh, I think Harry Kane is going to score 3 goals, and England's going to defeat France because France is used to waving white flags. So I think that's just what's going to happen in the semis. I mean, the third place match as well.
That's a very interesting take. Definitely not something one would believe that comes from a person who doesn't watch football. So yeah, okay, great. Rehan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I have a different opinion. I think France might win. They are desperate to show the world that they deserve to win, but somehow they bottled it. I think more than England, French people would be hurt with the tournament that Mbappe has had. He was probably, I would say, a front runner to become the Golden Boot winner, but now it's gone for a toss. But it will be an interesting game for sure. France's attack has been the talking point in the World Cup with Olise at the top with Dembele, but not sure how it's going to pan out. It'll be interesting though.
Great, yeah, yeah. Even I feel it will be a very interesting match, but I'm definitely biased in here. So, fellow Manchester United fan, Krishna Subramaniam, what do you think is going to be the case in tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow's France versus England third place match.
You say anything you want about me, never call me a United fan. But yeah, I mean, it's a game that neither team wants to play. Sadly, they have to. I
Yeah,
think it's going to be a couple of much changed lineups. I think both France and England will rotate. They'll give the squad an opportunity to show what they are made of, the rest of the squad who haven't been starting. So I think it's going to be a very fun watch. It'll be quite end to end because I think neither team is going to give too much of a shit to this particular game. So I think you can expect a lot of goals. There's not going to be too much of defensive cover for either teams. I think they'll all be attacking, and I think it's a third place match is always. I think it is the only match in a World Cup which has averaged more than 3 goals per game or something like that. So I think both teams will be checked out. They are there just for show purposes, and they know it. So I think it'll be an entertaining watch, although it won't amount to much anyway.
yeah, yeah. I feel it's
You
going to
know
be a
what?
great watch as
What
well.
would be a great ending to the match?
Yeah, tell
The
me.
boys just having a couple of croissants and some English breakfast tea on the field. I think that'll be the best outcome because a third place match doesn't matter at all. It's like rubbing salt on the wound.
I mean, for me, it's an extra match to stay up late and watch. So I still wouldn't mind it. But yes, of course, it doesn't matter so much in the long run because you have come after a disappointment and you're essentially being forced to play a match for the sake of broadcast money and sponsorship money and all right. And but I mean, again, it's a battle of giants. It's maybe it's a chance for those players who couldn't really make any difference in the tournament. Maybe players like Chaloba, Kante, etc. may get some minutes on the pitch. So in that way, it is still something to watch. But yeah, not a lot of stake, and I definitely think my heart says England will win, but my head says France will win. I expect Mbappe to score a couple of goals and take the golden boot with him once this game is over. So yeah, and let's hope that there are no vicious blunders again from either of the goalkeepers. Both are very mistake prone as well, but I don't think because it's a game that where you're not really in the right mentality to play, and maybe it's there are certain opinions that this is the game which is the easiest to lose. So perhaps that's a factor that might play in. Anyway, moving on to predictions for this game. So let's start with Krishna. What's your prediction for the game?
I'm gonna go something crazy like 4-3 for France.
4-3. Very interesting. That would be one hell of a watch. Rehan, what do you think?
I think 3-2, France to win it.
Aditya,
Yeah, as much as my friend would like me to say England, I'll go with France because I like the Eiffel Tower over the Buckingham Palace. So I think it will be a 3-2 result here, with France winning.
hmm. I personally think it's going to be a 3-2 for England, but I think Mbappe will score 2 goals in tomorrow's game. Yeah. So I mean, I'm definitely not being biased here, but yeah, that's what my stake is. Anyway, moving on to the blockbuster game of the event: Spain versus Argentina. Lamine Yamal versus Lionel Messi. Godfather versus the prodigy or the future. And yeah, current Barcelona number 10 and ex-Barcelona number 10. And both were at one point wearing number 19 as well for both club and country. It's going to be a very interesting match. I'm pretty sure Lionel Messi now wishes that he had just dunked Yamal into the uh, tub when he was baptizing him. But I hope he wouldn't think about it once the match is over when Argentina lifts the crown. What do you guys think? Krishna, what do you think?
Before the tournament had started, I had predicted that Spain would win the World Cup. So that part I got right. But I did not expect Argentina to win the way they've been winning, and that gives an entire different mindset to all their players. So I'm not very sure what to expect with Argentina. They shouldn't be here. I don't know what to make of them, honestly speaking. So I think Messi will provide another moment of magic, and yeah, I think they will win the World Cup out of pure passion and no logic,
Power of friendship.
power of friendship.
Rehan, what do you think? I feel there is
Uh,
an interesting
I
opinion coming from Rehan about
No,
this.
I really want Spain to win this one. I cannot see Argentina lift another World Cup. But as I completely agree with Krishna, I think it's been a shock for even any football fan to watch the football that they have played in this tournament so far. Their comebacks have been unbelievable. If you look at the game against Egypt, England, and they have this belief to score goals going into extra time also. And of course, Messi being Messi, producing those bit of magic moments, giving the right assist, and he's been the best player for them. We all can agree on that for sure. Uh, there hasn't been brilliant defensive work so far. Their midfield has been okay, but it's Messi who has actually been the complete player for them. But on the other side, if you look at Spain, their midfield I feel has been the best so far, and the depth that they have in Pedri, Dani Olmo, they provide that quality and assist. And the best player for them, according to me, has been Rodri. If they go on to win, I feel he could win that Golden Ball award for sure. After coming back from injury, the way he has held France together. France नहीं Spain. France मैं चाहता हूँ जीते but Spain. Uh, but yeah, Oyarzabal has been okay for them. He has actually made a record scoring 5 goals for Spain as a striker. So yeah, it's going to be a good game, but I just feel that Spain are stronger than Argentina.
Yep, yep, yep. Definitely. I agree with Rehan here. I think it's going to be a game where Messi will be the key difference, if at all Argentina do end up with something positive. Aditya, what do you think?
So I think it's almost poetic. There will be Messi versus Yamal. I mean, the Barcelona fans must be orgasmic this week. So I think that's a good outcome for everyone who are Barcelona fans. But what I think is I probably want Spain to win because I mean if Argentina won, it would be like Australia winning the 2027 World Cup, and I mean we wouldn't want that, would we? So, and the last time Spain won the World Cup, India won the World Cup the next year as well. So I think it's good omens all around. Also, I mean, PK got to marry Shakira, I guess. So, I mean, there's a lot of incentive for the Spaniards to do something in the finals. So, yeah, and I had this discussion with Karthik that I have a certain prediction for the final that Ferran Torres will be scoring the winning goal for Spain and winning Spain the World Cup because that guy has always missed when it matters. and it'll be very poetic in the finals where it matters the most. He's going to score the winning goal. So yeah, that's my prediction.
Yeah. Well, I would immediately switch off the TV or laptop wherever I'm watching the game on. If that happens, if Ferran Torres scores, I will definitely switch it off because I cannot imagine that guy, just coming up and actually scoring now and not missing chances. Throughout the World Cup, his final output in terms of goals is what has been lacking. Movement and everything has been pretty good, and that's the only thing. It's essentially like another Torres that I know, and even Krishna knows. At Liverpool and Chelsea. Although for Liverpool, Fernando Torres was quite prolific, but it's essentially what Fernando Torres was at Chelsea. Ferran Torres is essentially doing that for Spain. So yeah, it would be ridiculous if he ends up scoring, and on top of that, the winning goal as well. And although I really want Messi to lift another World Cup, and I want Argentina to win it. But I think Spain is a very mature team and a tactically bold team, and they are going to have at least 55 to 60% of the possession. And their defense is very strong with a robust midfield, with a lot of rotation options as well. And it's not like England, right, where they had a certain amount of control for the first 50, 60 minutes, and then they completely gave it away. And I don't think uh, Spain would ever do that. So I think Spain, even if Spain is at nil-nil or 1-0 or even 2-0, they would never just, go all the way back and just park the bus. I think they are a team that would still take control of the position and play the ball. So I don't expect Argentina to have that kind of a comeback if Spain manages to even have a 1-0 advantage. But but they have Messi. And with that you can just never predict anything. And which is why I think Argentina will win. Although I don't expect it, but I still think it will happen. So yeah, I'm very sorry, Rehan, but I think that is going to be the case. And what about the allegations of referees making it much more easier for Argentina to win? With in the recent match as well, there were a couple of calls that were given in Argentina's favor. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Krishna, it was foul, right? It's biased.
Yeah,
It
there were
has
a
to be.
couple of calls that.
I
I mean,
mean,
see,
It's
against,
essentially ICC equals BCCI of the football world. It's FIFA equals AFC. So,
yeah,
I
they
mean,
have been
apart from
lucky.
the fact that they've also committed monetary fraud according to the FBI. So, I guess they are playing on and off the field.
I mean, yeah,
Krishna,
I
what do
think
you think?
Argentina had some weird decisions go their way, but I think every team has had them when they've gone on to win the World Cup. They've had a bit of luck around the way. I think even last World Cup, the game against Netherlands, that was a little bit lucky for Argentina. The fact that Messi didn't get sent off, and I think Paredes also didn't get sent off for kicking the ball into the dugout. But
Yep.
yeah, I think this is just luck that you get along the way. I was a big fan of Egypt in that game. I wanted Egypt to win, but honestly speaking, I didn't think anything was wrong with the decisions that Argentina got. I think it was a foul before the second goal, and as much as I would have loved to see Salah get the assist, but it was a foul, and it did break my heart. But I don't think it was unfair. So I think Argentina have been lucky with a lot of 50-50 decisions, but I think every team goes through such phases, and calling it a fraud is slightly wrong.
I think I agree with what Krishna said. Even when Real Madrid were going through their four Champions League in a row. There were many decisions that were in Real Madrid's favor, and there were many penalties that were questionable. I mean, one of the red card calls, if I can recollect, Johan Cuadrado pushing Sergio Ramos was very, very. I mean, it's not even up for debate, right? That was a complete dive from Ramos. I think these decisions happen. I think this is what I mean. I like Krishna had mentioned, fortune favors the bold, and it's simply that case. But at times when it happens, repeatedly and on and again, I understand why that debate pops up on whether FIFA is actually favoring it. But yeah, but again, it would be very wrong to say that, it's a natural bias when there is no clear evidence of it. In fact, even against Egypt, the game against Egypt, the referee did make a lot of calls that were not supposed to be, the way it was. Like, I think when Egypt had scored their supposed second goal, the player had taken their shirt off, and he was not booked for that. Which, according to VR rules, should still be booked because that's not exactly a direct result of play. So there were many such decisions, I think, which the referee should have made a better outcome out of, but sadly that didn't happen. Anyway, moving on to scoreline predictions. Krishna, what do you think for final score? Exact scoreline, what do you think it will be?
Another high scoring game. I think 3-2 Argentina.
3 to Argentina. You think it will happen in full time, extra time? Like what?
I think Argentina will score a last minute winner. I'm not sure during normal time or extra time, but it's going to be a late show for Argentina
Aditya,
again.
what do you think?
I think it'll be 2-1 with Spain winning the match, and the second goal will be scored by Ferran Torres. See, you can't
Okay.
get more crisp with your prediction. So
This will be within 90 or after extra time?
no, within 90 only. Spain is going to dominate Argentina.
Okay. Rehan.
Yeah, I agree with Aditya. I think I'll go with the same score line, but a different goal scorer for me. It will be Oyarzabal or Lamine Yamal. And Spain's best chance is to counter attack. I think that is what will be the difference between the end, because the pace that Lamine Yamal has against the defense of Argentina, I think that is the best chance for Spain to win it.
Hmm. I think this game will go into extra time. And I think it will be a 3-2 score favoring Argentina, with Messi producing last 10 minutes of magic. To be even more crisp, 1-all after full time and then 3-2 after extra time for Argentina.
Crazy
So
extra time.
I'm looking forward to some
What if
Ronaldo
it becomes
tears.
penalties? Guys, but what if it becomes penalties? Who do you think has the best chance if it goes into penalties?
I think Argentina.
I still think
As long as
Argentina will
he
win.
doesn't take penalties.
Messi
Messi
has
will
missed two
take, but
penalties. He has
yeah,
missed
he
two, by the
has.
way.
Yeah. But I think Argentina will still win. I mean, Martinez has a better penalty saving record than Unai Simon, so that is another factor as well. But of course, Spain has better penalty takers. But I think Argentina will cruise through if it's a penalty, if it goes to penalties. Extra jail time is Argentina. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching our FIFA World Cup coverage, and see you again in next 4 years. Bye bye.